Welcome back to another episode of the Whatever Buddy podcast on another beautiful Whatever Buddy Wednesday. Episode 85 is here, it is upon us, and so is another guest. Cousin Wee Wee is in the house. He's here to talk all things Whatever Buddy podcast and more. Lots more, so sit back, relax, enjoy the show. So with no further ado, Ryan and Jonny. All right. Yeah.
We back, baby. We
are back.
I mean, I'm
my
back.
Man. You are. You're back.
Yeah.
Well, we're back too. Welcome back to another episode of the Whatever Buddy podcast. With that being said, Ryan Harrison, welcome back to Los Angeles, California, the land of the fucking heat, tornadoes, hurricanes.
The hurricane. Did you feel the hurricane? Or I guess, did you feel the earthquake during the hurricane? I felt the earthquake.
I was driving in the hurricane when the earthquake happened. I didn't get it. I got a notice on my phone that said there was an earthquake.
I got calls from my friends that are like, "Man, you picked a bad time to go back out there." It's like,
you didn't come back yet, did you? Or were you back already?
I was back. I came back last week.
Oh shit! How did your apartment hold up through that? I got to fix my camera. It looks like it could be
good, man.
Yeah, it wasn't all like, didn't get all fucked up from the rain because I know you were having those issues.
I was having those issues before, but I didn't have them this time. My car started right up. It was great.
That's always key. I worry about that, man. I just put a new battery in my car. I'm leaving for fucking ever. Can I talk about that for a second? Can I just tell you, man, I am the biggest wuss ever.
Okay, I'll bite. I already knew that, but
don't let my shirt fool you. Okay, let me just say,
YouTube's.
I've been touring. On the level that I've been touring at for quite a while, many years. And
yes,
I've never gone on a tour as long as I'm going on.
I see where this is going. Yeah.
And I'm gonna, like, when I think about the fact that I'm going to leave for a quarter of the year.
No, you're not. You're going for 2 months.
What are you talking about? 11 weeks. From a day I leave to the day I get back is 11 weeks.
That's a long time. That's a fifth of a year. That's a fifth of a year. But
a fifth of a year. Well, no, 52 weeks, right? Fifth of the year. Whatever the case is. There's 350 days, and I'm going to be gone. There's 365 days. I'm gone 77 of those. So I guess it's a fifth of the year. Whatever the case is, it's long enough to switch through like a season.
You have to bring more stuff. You have to definitely bring more stuff for that amount of time.
It's not also even more stuff. It's like will my cat still know who I am when I get back? That kind of stuff.
They'll know, but they'll be angry. You'll have some explaining to do.
Yeah. I am, though, very excited to go out and play music. I haven't played a gig since January. I'm kind of freaking out, So
I'm coming to your gig tomorrow. Me and Sonny and all
Friday.
the peeps.
Oh, that's tomorrow. Shit, today's Thursday.
Yeah, dude, actually, get with it, man. Yeah. I know your schedule better than you know your schedule, dude. I'm a good friend. I'm a good friend, and you're annoying.
You are.
Yeah.
Well, tell me in the world something that they don't already know about that. I'm annoying. It's fair. Speaking of having to deal with me, my cousin, he's going to pop up here. We're going to, Cousin Wee Wee. I think that is a proper name for him because if you think about it,
Cousin Wee Wee from now on.
Well, think about this. It makes logical sense. I thought about this while pouring my coffee at the 7-Eleven. So, he's Wee Wee's in my pocket. You got
to tell the story better for anybody hearing this for the first time. Yeah.
When I was a kid, my cousin Micheal's going to come on the show in a few minutes, and when I was a kid, I had an imaginary friend in my pocket, and his name was Wee Wee. Now, for whatever reason, Micheal, which is my cousin, also we're going to start calling him Cousin Wee Wee, but cousin Wee Wee, he was the only one who ever cared about Wee Wee. He would ask about Wee Wee. He would see, how's Wee Wee doing? He'd ask me all the time. So I thought about this. If Michael's my cousin, right?
Right.
He would also be the cousin to Wee Wee. So therefore, that technically makes him Cousin Wee Wee.
I don't really follow your logic, but I'll let you go with it. And then also one more fine detail is Cousin Michael Wee Wee, Cousin Wee Wee, all the names, thinks I'm an angry guy.
He does. I also accused him of not coming to see our show in Philly, and he also fucking called me right the fuck out on that one. He was at John and Peter's. Him and his brother.
Oh, so you called him out for not going, and he did go.
Yep,
Oh,
oops.
you're a shitty friend, or you're a shitty
guess-
wee wee.
Yeah, I mean, he's only friends with me by default because he has to be.
So then you accused him of not coming to our show, and I followed suit because I believed you, and he was at our show. So you transitive property made me an asshole.
I don't know if it's the weed, if it's COVID, or if it's just me getting old, but I don't remember any of it. I don't remember.
Bro,
I remember the show.
That's kind of your thing.
Which one though was it? We played Jonny Peters a couple times. The one time the dude from Ween got up and played Motorhead with us. Was it that time? Was it the time before that? You know, I don't know which time it was. Was it the time that fucking I played there with the Knives on my birthday in between two CKY shows?
Well,
I don't know.
We have cousin Wee Wee in the waiting room, so why don't we ask him?
All right, bring him in.
All right.
Bring him in. All right. I haven't seen him forever. I wonder what he looks like.
Yeah. I'm going to try to be extra happy.
This best bitch better put on his camera.
He better.
He better.
I want to see some Wee Wee.
Yeah, we got to see Uncle Wee Wee here. Cousin Wee Wee.
Uncle.
Can you guys see me?
Hey, man.
Can you hear me?
Hey,
Can you guys
Michael.
hear me?
Loud and
Okay,
clear.
hold on, I'm turning the volume. I'm sitting outside because my whole family's at home, and again on my last
That's
fucking
great.
nerve. Yeah. Oh my god, Ryan. First of all, let me say we have met. I don't know if you remember because I was at that show at John and Peters that John said I wasn't at.
We were just talking about that.
Yeah, I was there with my brother and a buddy of
Yeah.
mine because I came to support you guys, and we did meet. I'm sure you don't remember because you've met a lot of people since then. But so you're
I
the boy
don't remember
Jonathan.
either, though.
Yeah, because you're an asshole.
Yeah, I gotta apologize to you because I totally jumped on the bandwagon of cousin Wee Wee didn't come to the show and we could have went and got pizza and this and that, and it was like you were there.
Yeah, right. But you actually defended last week. You're like, yeah, you know, his son's in from out of town. You should definitely go see. You know, you did have my back, and I truly appreciate that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's awesome.
I mean, he's an asshole for not going to that. You know.
Oh yeah, totally. But he did hang out with. He did hang out with
down,
them.
right down the road.
I did.
Yeah, you
I
did hang out.
All right. I'll stop piling on.
Yeah.
I got a question. How do I come across angry?
Okay, so
this really bothers him. This is like this bothers him.
yeah, no, good question. And I have to say, Ryan, the last 2-3 episodes, you haven't been angry. You've been happy. Part of it is because you're picking it on John, and part of it, you know. So here's the thing, and I get it because he's an ass. He's never on time for anything.
He's tough. He's tough.
You know, yeah, it's very like it's his world.
Why
and
we're
we
at
live in
it. Yeah. While we're at it, might as well smoke some weed just to piss you guys off.
No, don't piss me
derail.
off, dude.
The
I'd just like
derailer.
pass it through man, if you can. So, but yeah, I mean, there were, and I think it's really because you seem angry because John's pissing you off. He's interrupting. He's late for shit, and so like all of that makes sense to be angry. Yeah, and I guess it's probably him because he gets all into his own thing, starts laughing at shit, and you're just trying to get a story across.
Yeah.
And you just like you get like fuck it, I give up, and that's
Okay,
you know
we're
why
on
you
the
come
same
across
page
as
then. He was an hour and a half late today. Hour and a half.
Oh, yeah.
Hour and a half. I got nothing to do, you know?
Well, okay, so I'm part of the problem with that.
No, hold on. You weren't part of the problem.
You wanted to do 1 o'clock your time, which was 4 o'clock my time, and I had. So yeah, I see you're back in California, by the way, Ryan.
Yeah.
Because he keeps talking about your time over there, and I'm like, I got something. I don't know. If I said 5 my time. I could definitely do. And like 4:45, I'm like, I'm here. Let's get going. He's like, we're gonna do it at 3 with your time. And I'm like,
I love how he gives the same impression like that. It's awesome.
Yeah.
No, I told
I'll
him
just talk
too.
like this for the rest of the pod.
He hit me up, and you had already told me that you had your thing going on with your appointment or whatever. So I had said to him 2 o'clock originally, but then I did what I do. I don't know why I do this, dudes. I wake up at fucking like real early. I get up to take a shit or whatever. Next thing I know, I start thinking of Tommy Burger. I want chili burgers at like 8 a.m. So I go down to fucking Tommy Burgers. I get a couple of chili burgers and fries. I come home, I eat, I go back to bed. Next thing you know, I got to text Ryan and say, hey, dude, can we push it back an hour? Because I know I'm going to be knocked out, right? So like I needed a nap. I pushed it back to 3 and we got here at, I don't know, it's 3 something.
Pros.
It's 6:30 here. So I have so many questions because I had actually wanted to do a podcast, at one point with a buddy of mine who
I
couldn't
think we
commit.
found my guest host when I can't make him when I'm on the road.
Oh yeah, dude, I would
Fucking
totally do this.
Cousin Wee Wee. Absolutely,
Cousin Wee Wee,
man.
yeah.
We're
Well,
bringing the
Wee
family
Wee
in.
Wee Wee is actually, and which is funny because Wee Wee is John's little friend that lives in his pocket, and he washed him one day, and then here's the thing: I don't even know if Wee Wee was like if he actually was an imaginary friend or he just said it one day, and then my brothers and I just like picked up on it, and that was it. And
I don't remember your brothers ever asking about it. I only remember you asking about it. And you were very diligent on asking.
I thought he was talking about his actual wee wee, and this is his adult way of saving
you know
face.
what the thing is?
No, it was a friend of mine. It was a friend.
No, but here's the funny thing.
Yeah.
You guys are funny. I'm scared what would happen if I wasn't here.
Oh, dude, you'd be dead.
Probably run smoothly and on time.
Yeah, I'd be there on time. Yeah,
you fucking assholes. Listen. So check it out.
I wouldn't stop and cough for 10 minutes in the middle of it either.
I didn't. It wasn't because of my wee wee. And I look at it in hindsight. It always was wee wee. I just always thought of it as wee wee. WEEWEE. Okay.
Yeah.
As I got older, I'm like, wait a second. That's kind of crazy because like wee wee could be my pee pee. You know what I mean? But then it would have been like, then you would have been cousin pee pee. That would have been a little bit cooler.
I like cousin wee wee. It's a little bit more PG.
It wasn't because of my. It wasn't because of my penis. I swear, it was because of just. It was just the name I came up with. And to be honest with you, Michael, I don't know if you're right either. I don't know if it was something that just happened. Like I don't know how it came to be.
Yeah,
but
you were little, right? Like you were. Because
I was a tiny kid. I was like a baby practically.
You said something, and you're like, "Yeah, it's wee wee. Lives in my pocket." We're just like, "Okay, you fucking freak."
Said it just like that. Even when he was a kid, he's like, I got a wee wee in my pocket.
Yeah, I usually keep one extra on around.
Some things haven't changed. I'm still a freak. So you know. So what other questions you got?
Well, that was the one. My question for Ryan is, how does he put up with you? I mean, look, I love you, right? You're like a brother to me, like you know that. But
I'm
you
a pain
are
in the ass.
You are.
I will give
pain in the ass.
Honest answer to that is that I never expected him to help me with the editing of this podcast or any of that stuff. So whenever those type of things don't go smoothly or whatever, it's just like I didn't expect it, you know. And I mean, we've toured the world for years, and it's like you put up with people's quirks, you know. Right.
I get it.
He's got a good heart.
I would imagine.
He's a good human.
Yeah, he is a good guy.
He's a jackass, but he's a good human, you know.
Use the term human loosely, I assume.
Human, yeah. I mean,
he breathes.
He breathes.
All right, guys. Well, I'm out of here. Jesus.
Clearly, if you listen to the podcast, you know he shits.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know what to say.
Say what you want. You guys are here to interview me.
Well, Brian should have a lot of questions. I'm just catching up with you.
I had the one. I just had the one. I want to know why I come across as angry, and I think it was a pretty good answer.
I mean, it's because you're dealing with somebody who's not professional.
Yeah, a non-professional friend. Hey, did you hear? No, go ahead.
No. Did you hear what? I want to hear.
Did you hear that they're bringing back Fire Festival 2?
Are you serious?
I read it the other day. The dude went to jail.
Because the first one was just killer.
Well, yeah, it was, and the guy that organized it went to prison for fraud.
Yeah.
Did he?
And he went to prison for fraud.
Oh, I never knew.
Did you ever watch the documentaries?
Both of them. It's a shit show. It was a complete shit show.
Hey, am I an asshole for enjoying those people though, fucking needing to deal with that? I'm glad they made it back,
kind of
but
funny,
it's like of all kinds of people that would need to really be humbled in life, that was the perfect bunch to happen to.
Well, what do you mean by that, though? You mean are you talking about like the influencer people that were like posting about it, or?
Well, no. I'm talking about like, how do I say this? I just no. I want to say this without being like a total asshole. I think all those influencer people, like I think it's a real fucking stupid fucking thing, that whole concept. Okay, and I think by living in LA long enough, I think it just reminds me of Hollywood, like the side of Hollywood that I hate the most. The thing that people, all the shit that people don't, they care about that are like the things in life that don't matter. Like it's just stupid shit to me, and it's just a bunch of people who don't understand what life's really about. To me, I think it's two different.
I think it's two different things, because if you're successful in Hollywood,
I'm not talking the
kind
artist.
of clout than
I'm not talking the
No, I
artist.
think it's
I'm
the
talking
people.
the
It's
people
the
who
people who
went
just-
there and who were like, "Oh God, that bed's not good enough. Oh my God, look at this." It's the fucking
snooty
entitled
people that
assholes
Yes,
who have
the entitled
never
people
like.
that-
Yeah,
I just want to be seen in this environment because
Right.
I'm cool. Yeah, like
right.
those
And I'm
people.
not saying that
Yeah,
those people
but
should
bro,
have.
they
I'm not saying
they charged whatever the ticket price was, and they gave him a cheese sandwich.
just
Nothing wrong
say
with a
one
good
thing.
cheese sandwich, though, right?
I mean, I'd be pissed if I had three
I hate
followers.
cheese. I would fucking
yeah,
be really
yeah.
mad.
You
I'd
and
be
the
like,
fucking cheese.
we'll get to that. Hold on. Let me just say,
Yeah.
it's not that I want to see those people suffer. What I'm saying, though, I would have rather, if there's going to be a group of people that are going to be stuck in that situation, I would rather see those people than the hard-working blue-collar people who fucking struggle every day being stuck in that situation. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Take
makes
that
sense.
for what it's worth.
The tickets are
And
$5.99
now I'm going to
for Fire Festival 2.
Hashtag Johnny's out of here.
$599.
$5.99 for Fire Festival 2, and they've sold
And is
100
it-
of them so far.
And where is it? Is it the same place?
I don't think he has a location yet, but that dude, I forget what his name was.
Which is great. And people are spending
Can we
money.
can we
and they don't
see
even
the
have
advertisement, Ryan? Can
Yeah.
you pull up like what you're reading? Because I'm really
Yeah.
curious, like how they could possibly sell this. Who's that guy?
So
That's Ja Rule.
It's Ja Rule. And
Oh, he
Yeah,
was
he
the
was one of
business
the,
part. He was one of the
Fire
partners,
Fire
right?
Festival back for a sequel, allegedly. I forget what his name was. Billy McFarland, the guy with the hat on. He's the guy that went to prison for fraud.
He's out already?
Yeah, he got out. This
And
is
immediately
this
started
is
this again.
the original. These are the accommodations at the original
Yeah.
one. So Johnny, when you're saying, "Oh, these people they get with it," they had to stay in
But
that
they had
shit.
like didn't they give them like cardboard mattresses or something to sleep
Yeah,
on?
these little
All I'm
these little
saying
pods
is,
or whatever.
I mean, like, I feel bad that they had to stay there more than 6 hours, but for 6 hours, I think they fucking rightfully so should, experience that for humbling reasons in life to understand what life really is. Life,
Yeah.
breathing,
Well,
being
how
alive,
would
not
you-
living in a fucking stupid bullshit. I would never have gone there in the first place because I'm not going to say anything else that I'm going to regret tomorrow. Ryan, edit this whole fucking
Well,
thing.
hey, here's
rid of cousin
his
Wee Wee.
announcement. Here's his announcement.
Wee-wee's out.
What's up, guys? This is a big day because as of right now, Fire Festival 2 tickets are officially on sale. It has been the absolute wildest journey to get here, and it really all started during the 7th-month stint in solitary confinement. I wrote out this 50-page
Solitary.
plan of how it would take this overall interest and demand in
Billy
fire,
was a
and how
bad
it would
prisoner.
take my ability to bring people from around the world together to make the impossible happen, but how it would find the best partners in the
This is
world
Donald
to
Trump
allow me to be me
reincarnated.
while executing
here.
Fire's vision to the highest
Oh
level.
yeah, totally.
In my first year, I partnered with one of the biggest and best TV companies in the world to produce a documentary called After the Fire. I've also worked with one of the biggest production companies to sign a deal to produce Fire Festival, the Broadway musical. And
Broadway
finally,
musical.
today we are announcing Fire Festival 2. We spoke to people as far away as the Middle East and South America, and ultimately we decided
Why
that
would he
Fire
mention
Festival
the
2
Middle
is coming
East
back
first?
to the Caribbean. We are targeting Fire Festival 2 for the end of next year, and in the meantime, we'll be doing pop-ups and events across the world. Guys, this is your chance to get in. This is everything I've been working towards. Let's fucking go.
Let's do it, guys. Road trip?
The Broadway musical. The balls on that guy to make a Broadway musical
God.
out of that shit show.
But you know
Dude,
what,
it's
though?
like making a Broadway musical out of the movie Alive.
That's terrible. I don't blame him though. He's just trying to make money. It's the idiots that are buying the tickets that you have to laugh at.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude. I mean,
yeah.
no, you're 100% right. You're 100% right.
No, I mean,
So
that's a
you're dumb
valid
enough to buy
point.
a ticket to that. Oh my god,
Okay,
the
so
Broadway
can-
musical.
Yeah,
Can I
dude,
write
that
the
guy.
music for it?
You should. You should reach out to him.
Hey, bro, you need a guitar player for that shit?
Fast forward 2 years from now, me and Ryan are both pit players.
We're playing in the pit.
Playing in the pit in the musical on Broadway. Hey, Michael, we're doing the show backstage from the Fire Broadway production.
We're trying to get booked on Fire Festival 3.
Oh my God, that'd be awesome. You guys should. You should, or start your own festival. Why don't we start a festival? That's where the money
Fraud
is.
Festival.
No, dude,
Call it fraud.
that's where the hassle is too.
We be honest up front though, and be like, look, you're getting cheese sandwiches. You're going to sleep on a piece of cardboard,
Yep.
but it's going to be a kick-ass time.
You're going to be
$10.
roughing it. You're going to be
$10.
roughing it. But
$10.
Yeah,
you get to see Johnny
Yeah.
play drums.
yeah, right.
Nah. Seriously, I'm kind of in awe of what we just watched. I can't believe that guy. Now, I don't know if anybody took the notice how he walked out of a house that looked like he was in Northeast Philly.
It did look like he was Northeast Philly.
Yeah.
With a robe that he stole from a hotel.
Right. Had the little green yawning over the fucking row home, But
Exactly.
It's that mindset of just never admit defeat, never admit failure.
Okay, no,
never
right, that's-
admit you're wrong. Just
that's sociopath narcissism shit.
yeah,
It is.
100%. 100%.
That guy, 150%, listening to him speak really, truly, I wasn't joking when I said it reminded me of Donald Trump. Like, it was just like,
Oh, yeah,
it's
he believes his lies.
It's a con man. Like, it's
Con
a
man.
speech. It's
Straight
like
up.
a used car salesman thing. It's fucking weird.
I know no politics on this podcast.
Yeah, go for
This
it.
is just
Go
this
for
is
it.
not
Go
politics.
for
It's really it's just more of a question. Do you think Trump is a con man, or do you think he truly believes the shit he says?
Part of me thinks that he believes it.
I think I might venture a little bit towards that. But with that being said, he's the ultimate salesman. There's this documentary that I on Netflix. It's like a 4-part thing that goes through like the 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s. His behavior is the same thing. It's the best. It's this. It's that. The fake media. It's like he's been saying that crap his whole life. Back to the fire thing and relating that to like Trump and the people buying the tickets to the fire thing. I can't understand the people who do support that. That's the part that I don't understand. It's like how?
Like Ja Rule.
Here's a question for you though. So, do you
I
think?
just don't get it.
Do you think somebody that money is not a problem, so that ticket price is like, whatever. I'm going to buy this out of curiosity.
Right, that's a possibility. Because I'm
bet
curious.
you-
I would go if I could.
Great
I bet you
segue.
99 of those
Great segue.
100 tickets are people going like, I got to see what this shit's all about.
No, I would be like, I'm not taking the risk. It's like,
But if you had the
don't know.
disposable income, to
okay,
do
let me
it,
ask you something. Okay, the thing that blew up going to the Titanic, those guys come back and go, we got a new and improved version of the submersible to go to the Titanic. Are you gonna go?
No, but that's different because that's death
Life
involved.
and death. Yeah,
Well,
death's
these people
involved.
almost
Let me
died.
ask you this
What's the worst
question,
that happened?
Johnny.
You
One
get a
more
fire
day,
festival.
those guys are dead in the last fire festival.
Hey,
you know
here's
what
a
I
question
mean?
here's a question for you, dude. They
What's that?
book your band on it. Are you playing? Are you committing?
No.
Really? But you get your own
Really?
little hut with cardboard.
You get your own little pod.
Yeah, cardboard pod.
You get your cheese sandwich.
Are you
can
talking
have
the
a-
fire festival
Well,
or the
you-
submersible to the Titanic? Which one are we talking?
The
I
fire
thought you were
festival.
talking-
The fire-
Oh, I thought you
fire
were talking. I thought you were talking the submersible to the Titanic. I was like,
No,
hell
the
no.
submersible is a bad point because that's life and death. But the fire festival,
the
they
fire
book your
festival-
band. Are you
The
playing?
agreement would have to be this. Okay, all the bands started backing out because they weren't getting their deposits. So they all started backing out before people even got there. Okay. Money would all have to be paid up front, and I'd have to be able to fucking fly in via helicopter and out via helicopter right after the fucking show.
Yeah. There's no possible way one band, unless they are desperate, is going to commit to play that festival without getting their full pay up front.
Oh no, not at all.
You know what though, dude? I don't think I would do it anyway, man. I'll tell you why. I wouldn't want to do any kind of business with that fucking.
You don't want the
scumbag.
association?
Yeah, just put aside any association. Doing actual business with that person would not happen in my life.
Do you know how many bad, like, I don't want to get specific because this is an asshole comment, but like you've dealt with bad people before in the music industry.
Yeah, that guy's
just-
guy's got no soul.
No, but that's exactly it. He's an ass. But would you? So think about it this: like, you don't want to associate with him, but think about the publicity it would do for your band to kind of just go. And I get it. Could be negative, right? It could be negative because like you're like this asshole.
If we were going to talk
show up, but-
realistically, and my agent called me tomorrow and said, "Hey, listen, the new fire festival. They said you guys go on at 3:00 in the afternoon, second day, so you'll know if anybody dives on the first day. You in?" Be like, "Yeah,
Nobody died, dude.
yeah."
Well, no,
So?
the people that took the submersible to get there died.
yeah.
Here's the deal. We're getting you $100,000 for the show. There's one rub. You got to take a submersible to the island. I'm in.
Yeah.
You don't have to go that deep to get to the
I bet
island.
you, in all reality, I would say yes. I would say yes. Of course, I would say yes. How do you say no?
Of course you would.
Submersible, though?
Yeah.
Including the submersible, though.
Well, I would say yes to the submersible. How far do you have to go down? It's not going
You
to
don't have
crush.
to go right. You don't have to go 3 miles down or whatever that is.
Yeah, 30,000 feet.
Yeah, right. Like,
Rule is you got to go 30,000 feet down first.
In a
You got to
tin
come up
can.
straight out of the water and parachute in with the submersible to the
And
island.
if your PlayStation remote controller doesn't fail you, you
Yeah,
get your
right.
deposit.
Yeah. You'll get your deposit when you get there. My God. All right, so check this out. Might as well talk about the things I want to talk about because, Michael, you'll probably find this funny. I was talking to this dude the other day, and we were talking about, I forget how it came up, but he says to me, he goes, hey, man, you remember the shirts, the Dare shirts? I'm like, yeah, like drunk ladies against drunk driving or whatever it was.
That was mad.
That was mad.
Mad.
So this is Dare was against
There
drugs,
is
right?
drug awareness resistance education.
Right. So
I like
this
Cousin
guy-
Wee Wee, dude.
Yeah. This guy
I know
tells me
shit.
this.
I know stuff.
He tells me this story. So then I went to go find the story to see if it was true, and it turned out it was true. And it's the title of this thing says, "My sixth grade Dare officer went to prison for selling cocaine." So it was the same story. It was the same. So the guy was right. He's like, he's like the Dare officer at my school in Illinois. He's like,
That's
he got arrested for selling drugs to the students. Like, how
Because
fucking
think about
awesome
it.
is that?
He gets the drugs because he's like, I
He
need to get
steals them.
from the police. No, he gets them from like the police. The
Right,
they
yeah, the police
confiscated.
lockup.
He's like,
Yeah,
I
he steals
need
them.
I need to show these kids. No, he gets it for legally because he's like, I need to show these kids
Oh,
what
I gotta
drugs
show
look
the
like.
kids. Yeah.
Yeah, this is what cocaine looks like, and he has a bag of white powder.
This is what it smells like.
He's like, here's a free sample. I'll be here after school every day. Tell your friends.
Hey, kids.
Cocaine is a mystery to me. I got to be honest with you. Kids, that's a stupid drug. And I'll tell you why it's a stupid drug. It makes no sense. It just doesn't make sense. And I do not see the fascination with cocaine. Anybody want to elaborate?
Expand, please.
Yeah, no, I'm
Okay.
what you have to say.
The handful of times that I've tried it in my life, it lasts for a couple of minutes.
Do I have your permission? Do I have your permission to tell my favorite story about you and cocaine, Johnny?
it could be cut out later if need be.
Yeah. It could be. Yeah.
All right, I'll tell it, and if you want me to cut it out, I'll cut it out. So this one time we were playing, I won't say where, I won't say who was around or anything like that. I'll keep it vague.
Where
but
I'm curious where it was.
we were Club
John
Nokia.
Peters and New Hope. What? Oh.
Yeah, we were Club Nokia. And
Oh, this is great. This is a great story.
so,
This is funny.
but we
This
had
will
a back-
show the lack of experience in my coke use right
Johnny
now.
the interrupter.
Nice.
Johnny the interrupter. And
Sorry.
so we had a backstage area, and I go to the bathroom, and Johnny's coming out, and I just look at him. I go, "Did you do coke?" Because it was powdered donut around his whole entire
my God.
nose, and he goes, "How'd you know?" Because I've never done it. I'm not like I don't have
Yeah.
that awareness or anything. I'm not like drug wise or anything. I was like, "Well, dude, look at your nose." He looked in the mirror. He goes, "Oh God, I've been talking to people for like 10 minutes." he like wipes it off, and I was like,
You're
"What?"
so
Well,
ignorant.
and he's like, "Well, look at it." And he's staying at the sink, and the sink was all wet and everything. He's like, "I didn't have anywhere to put it. I don't have a key or anything." I was like, "Well, so what did you do?" He goes, "I just pinched it and like pushed it up there."
God.
But he's like, "I've been walking around talking to people."
Oh my
I was
Put my
talking
face
to,
in it just like this.
I was talking to like important people. It was horrible. I was like, oh my God.
Living the rock star life.
Hey,
It
that
ain't
was
been
the night-
boring.
We were opening for Sebastian Bach that evening, if I recall.
Oh.
Yeah.
When was it that you guys came to Pennsylvania and played New Hope?
Yeah, because we played Dobbs. We played.
Well, that was
David-
the tour that when I saw you guys, it was one night was Dobbs, and then which I didn't make it to, but then it was John and Peters.
Oh, we
I
did that in the
remember
same,
playing John
same
and
tour.
Peters
Wow.
a couple. We did John and Peters twice,
Yeah,
I believe.
Twice.
Would have been nice
New
if
Hope.
somebody told me there were other times you guys were there, but no. Johnny, forgetting
Yeah,
your cousin.
Dude, I'm the worst. My mom's
You
gonna
are.
kill me. My mom's gonna kill me. She texted me the other day. I haven't even texted her back yet. I gotta get on that.
You really like without
It's
Insta-
true.
Without Instagram, I probably wouldn't talk to you very often.
Does he send you 50 videos at
Oh yeah,
3:49
okay. So here,
a.m.?
Oh, well,
All right, so
hey, hold
here's-
on. Hey,
here- wait,
Ryan,
I'm gonna
I
address
feel your
this one,
pain
John.
because he
Yeah,
fucking,
no.
this motherfucker sends me
yeah,
so
I'm gonna
many
address
of
it.
them.
Ryan, yeah. So this is one point. This is one point that I disagree.
Awesome.
There were a
Thank you.
couple weeks
Got
ago.
somebody who got my back.
Or a couple
once.
episodes ago, you were giving John a hard time about he sent you like
Okay.
57 and you're like, well, I'll send the
There's
one.
the four.
And then I'll wait to make sure that they got it, and then I'll send it to somebody else so I can send this other one back once I find it. And I'm just like, I get stuck in the rabbit hole, people like falling off of shit, and as soon as I see it and it's fucking hilarious, I just send it.
That's what I do.
And because like I'll never find it again. It's in there. If I need to find it again, I know that John has it or another buddy of mine who's on the same wavelength. And it's just like, I'm not asking you to look at them all right then and there, but now you have it. Look at it at your leisure.
Here's the hypocrite that I am. I made that comment. Like I send two, and then I wait for a reply before I send a third one. And if I want to send a third one, I'm going to send it to someone else so I can find that video, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Literally that night or a day or two later, I sent him like 50.
Yeah, good.
But
because they're fucking hilarious.
Yeah, dude. There's some really good. I sent some really good ones to you guys. Michael
you send people getting hurt, dude.
Those are the ones that he sends to me.
Yeah, well, and I don't find them all. I get people who send them to me sometimes too. But yeah, there are some where there's definitely death involved that they cut away. Yeah. Like a guy hitting his head on the top of some giant metal thing or whatever. And
do you guys remember Faces of Death when we were kids? Faces of Death,
dude. Yeah,
dude, that's basically what we're doing now. They're just putting music behind it. That's funny, so it doesn't seem so scary.
Yeah, you could put wah, 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 behind it, and someone get hit by a car, music. And you're like, oh, well, the music's happy, so I'm gonna laugh at it.
Yeah, right. Dude. But okay. So there are people though. There are assholes out there that we see. Like there's people popping wheelies on their motorcycles or their ATVs riding down the street.
Oh, dude, did you guys see that one? The other one where the chick in the dress, the chick in the dress flipped over. Did you guys? I sent that to both of you guys.
I'm sure
the chick was riding on the back of the motorcycle, and somehow and she goes flipping over the top while wearing the dress.
I've said this before. The major qualifying factor for me to laugh is if they deserve it. Like if you're doing something stupid, of course that's gonna happen.
Like there's the one where the guy's doing the wheelie on his four-wheeler down the street, and then he comes forward and
catches
flips over the handlebars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The one that, okay, so all right, here's the one that we all seen because I think we've all sent it to each other separately. I'm
not following Cousin Wee Wee, but I can assure you I'll fix that later on today.
We're gonna start. We don't need him. Okay. After a while, we're not gonna need John. Just be you and me.
That's great. Dude. This is awesome.
You want to be? I love it. You want to be on the whatever.
I'll be the guest.
Yeah.
I'll be the
Johnny.
I'll be the guest. I want to learn honestly, I want to learn how to edit. I want to do all of that stuff. I want to learn how to help you.
So the video that we all saw that is brutal is the guy on the motorcycle who's driving and then out of nowhere, some fucking pickup truck just fucking like drills him.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like
that.
That
was brutal. That was brutal because it's like, Jesus. What about the ones where these people flip on motorcycles? They stand right the fuck up like nothing happened. It's like, what the hell?
That's impressive.
And
a lot of the mountain bikers get hurt.
Yeah, I'm conflicted with the skateboarders that like break their leg or something. It's like because on my qualifying scale of do you deserve it, you're doing something that I'm not saying you deserve it, but you're putting it out there.
It's part of the risk.
Yeah, it's part of the risk. And it turns my stomach.
I know there's some
the kid ones. I've got this one with the kids. I want to say that I've come to peace with myself with the kids stuff, and I'll tell you why I think it's funny and it's okay to think it's funny.
You might want to specify.
Yeah. And it's funny, right? Because it's like the kids.
My love of children.
The kids don't deserve it. But however, the only way to learn is to go through it. So the kids who fuck up and faceplant like that, you can assure yourself that he ain't gonna do it again.
Right.
Yeah, dude, I love the ones. Have you seen that? I've sent a couple to you, Johnny. I know the latest one that I sent to you was this guy scuba diving and a tiger shark's coming at him, and the voiceover goes, "If you're ever in the water with a tiger shark, don't flail your arms because he'll think that you're prey. Instead, firmly put your hand on their head and push them to the side, and then go about your business." And then it cuts to this little kid in a car seat going, bullshit.
I saw one today. Michael, maybe you sent this to me, or maybe I just scrolled on it. Some guy fucking straight up had this alligator come up, and he fed the alligator and then petted on its head, and then the alligator went its way. And it just said, this alligator, like it's sending the wrong message that if you're nice to an alligator and feed it, it's not going to bite your fucking head off.
Oh, no, because there's the ones that, like the people that deserve it are those guys that are like, petting the alligators, putting their arms in there, and then like the thing clamps down.
Putting
Like,
their
dude, it's a
heads
fucking
in.
alligator.
Yeah, like the guys
right,
who like do the tricks every day with them with the fucking the sticks. You know, the
sticks,
alligator
yeah.
hates them. Every day he's like, one day I'm gonna eat your fucking face, you motherfucker. And then he slips up that one time, and bam!
And he's like,
you're
gotcha.
his lunch.
Gotcha.
You gotcha.
It's a dinosaur, and you think you can control it. Idiots.
What a fucking idiot, man. Hey, so like I thought of a music question that I wanted to talk about because I want to have like a music section. If you had to name what you would say the 3 best bands from the 70s that aren't Zeppelin or the Doors or any of those bands, because those bands we're going to consider them 60s bands because they started then.
Okay.
What would you call the 3 best bands, or maybe
Alice
influential?
Cooper.
Okay, there's a good one.
That's tough. Yeah, from the 70s that started in, well, influential. So a lot of bands that became very popular in the 70s did start in the 60s. Even if you go all the way up through like, you know, disco was popular in the 70s, but the Bee Gees started in the 60s. So like we got to come up with
we got to that their careers became public in the 70s, let's just say.
Well, how are you gonna load your question with you can't say Led Zeppelin? Like
Led Zeppelin
the greatest to ever do it.
huge.
I'm saying Alice Cooper, AC/DC, and Led Zeppelin.
I would say AC/DC, yeah, Zeppelin, Wings, Paul McCartney and Wings. No, am I the only one?
I love Paul McCartney, dude. I think
That's
he's
a great
right.
one.
I was listening to him earlier. Yeah. Barry Manilow, what?
Barely Man Below.
I don't even know if I could answer that question.
I'm saying Alice Cooper. I'm saying Led Zeppelin.
Definitely put AC/DC in
AC/DC.
there.
I'm saying
AC/DC is definitely in
Aerosmith.
there.
Aerosmith,
Aerosmith. Yeah,
AC/DC, Kiss.
I was never a big Kiss fan. I mean, I've seen them in concert, but I was never a big Kiss fan. I know you guys
But
are.
like, I'm talking about influential.
As far as influence, you have to put them in there.
Uh,
Yeah. I heard Paul Stanley say one time, he's like, you find Kiss DNA in just about any live show today. It's like, yeah, it's pretty much spot
totally.
on.
Yeah. I mean,
Tell me where fucking in a Weezer show you're gonna find fucking any Kiss DNA.
Rivers Cuomo wearing an Ace Frehley lightning bolt guitar strap.
Rivers Cuomo has.
They play In My Garage, and he says, my favorite rock group, Kiss.
I'm gonna take it.
Boy, I just
you said
put you-
live
oh
show.
my
You said
No,
live
wait.
show.
Johnny,
here we go.
I just
said
slap
live
fought you.
show.
Johnny, I just slap fought
said
you.
live
Johnny,
show.
Johnny, you lost that one. But how about Rivers Cuomo, because he has that one leg shorter than the other, has to wear like a Gene Simmons boot on that one foot.
Oh, is that true? No shit.
Yeah, I think he does.
What happened?
Let's go to the. You guys got the Google there. I'm gonna Google it.
Hey, cousin Wee, you got a pet bird in the background there?
No, I'm outside, man. There's birds everywhere. Because my family. I do have a bunch of animals, but we don't have.
Tell those birds to shut the fuck up.
All right. So here's the thing. I got a couple of comments. One, I would love to do this again. I would gladly be a regular guest host. I have no problem doing that. Because every time I listen, I'm like, I want to chime in with stuff, and I'm like, I have things to say. When John can't think of like a stupid phrase, I'm like, you're thinking of this, you asshole.
Totally.
There's that, but I also noticed some things have changed in the 80-something episodes. You don't do the quick hit questions anymore, like what comes to your mind.
I forgot about that.
Just not that I'm saying it's bad. I was just
Did you like them? Did you like that stuff? Was that stuff good or bad?
Sometimes I thought it was good, but it led to conversation, which was nice.
That's why we could possibly never do this show live. I would be fucking in a lot of trouble.
You'd
probably.
be canceled.
Yeah.
I don't know. We could do it. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's my goal in life is to get canceled, but I got to be somebody first before I can get
You
canceled.
gotta be somebody.
Yeah, you got to be somebody
man.
before you can.
You're our wee.
Yes, I am your wee, but
That's good.
yeah. So, but Ryan, I really am curious. Like, we got to talk. I'm curious how the whole editing process goes with this podcast. And I asked John. He's like, I don't know. I don't know shit. I just show up.
He doesn't gonna answer that question.
do
He doesn't even know how to
blank
work. He barely turns his computer on.
Button, hit this button.
That's how it started. No lie, like it started.
He keeps
with
asking
it
me
like that.
He keeps asking me, "Is it bad if I drop my computer?" I'm like, "Well, it ain't good." It's like, "Well, every night I go to bed and I put my computer on my stomach and I wake up and it's on the floor." It's like, "Well, don't do that."
It's not on the stomach. It's just next to me.
Is it covered in miscellaneous fluids too when you're done?
On that
You can cut
note.
that out. You can cut that out.
All righty.
We're good.
Everybody, thanks for joining us on episode 85 with Cousin Wee Wee here on the What Everybody podcast.
Love
We will
you guys.
see you in a couple of weeks, and there might be another time we might see Wee Wee over here. Cousin Wee Wee
Yeah, man.
over here.
Yeah, man.
Again. He might have to fill in on me if I'm in some kind of time zone without being able to get to where I need to be in time.
Love that idea. See you next time.
God, I would be so scared to watch that episode.
And then what's
going to
happen
on.
is then you'll be like slowly pushed down. And then
Yeah. Of course.
We'll have to come up with a new title,
Just-
I guess.
We'll just move you along.
Yeah.
Cool.
you
All
along.
right. That's fine. That's cool. All right. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you guys in a couple of years when I get my own podcast back. And you guys,
Whatever Wee Wee podcast. See you next time.
Whatever we were.
That's the continuation. The Whatever Wee Wee podcast. I'm on it. The WWW. Fuck
Nice.
P. WWWP.
WWP.
Make sure you like, subscribe, and report. And we will see you next time. Bye.
Out.